My neighbor has been standing in his backyard for 11 hours, not moving, just standing, facing the fence between our properties, facing my house. I called out to him 3 times. I knocked on his door. I called the police. The police came, spoke to him, left. When I asked the officer what he said, the officer looked at me strangely. "Sir, there is no one in that yard. My name is Daniel Hurst. I live in a quiet suburb outside Columbus, Ohio. My neighbor, a man named Walter Greer, has lived next door for 6 years. Retired, widower, quiet, kept to himself. We were not close friends, but we knew each other the way neighbors do. A wave in the morning, a nod at the mailbox. His yard was always immaculate. He took great pride in it. Mowed every Saturday, edged every Wednesday. Until 3 weeks ago, the yard started dying. Not gradually, not the way grass dies from drought or neglect, all at once. One morning it was green, the next morning it was brown. Every blade, every patch, dead overnight. I noticed it but said nothing. It was his yard, his business. But then I noticed I had not seen Walter in those 3 weeks. No morning wave, no Wednesday edging, no mail collected from the box, no lights in the house at night. On a Thursday morning, I looked out my kitchen window at 7 a.m., and Walter was standing in his backyard, in the center of the dead grass, facing my fence, facing my house. I went outside immediately, called his name over the fence. "Walter, hey Walter, you okay?" He did not respond, did not turn, did not move at all, just stood there, back to me, completely still. I assumed he had not heard me. He was 67 years old. Possible he had hearing issues. I went back inside and watched from my window. An hour passed. He had not moved. 2 hours. Not moved. 3 hours. 4. Still standing. Still facing my house. Still completely still. In the exact same position. At hour 6, I called the non-emergency police line. Explained the situation. An officer arrived 40 minutes later. I showed him from my kitchen window. Walter still standing in the center of the dead yard. The officer went around to Walter's front door. Knocked. No answer. Went around back through the side gate. I watched from my window. The officer walked directly toward Walter. Said something to him. Walter did not respond. The officer reached out and touched his shoulder. And then, the officer stepped back, quickly, like he had touched something wrong. He came back to my door 5 minutes later, his face carefully neutral, professional. But his hands, I noticed his hands, were not steady. He said Walter had seemed fine, just standing in his yard, his right to do so on his own property. I asked what Walter had said when the officer spoke to him. The officer paused. He didn't say anything, he just pointed. "At your house." The officer left. I looked out my window. Walter was still standing there, now facing me directly, and his arm was raised, pointing at my kitchen window, at me. Hour 11. Darkness falling. I called my wife Sarah at work, told her not to come home, to stay at her sister's. She thought I was overreacting. I told her just to do it. I sat in my kitchen, every light in the house on, watching the window. Walter was a silhouette now against the last of the evening light, still standing, still pointing, not at my window anymore, at my back door. At 9 p.m. I heard a knock from my back door. I did not answer it. 3 knocks, slow, even, then silence. I looked out the window. Walter's yard was empty. He was gone. I did not sleep that night. The next morning I went to Walter's front door, knocked. No answer. The door was unlocked. I pushed it open, called his name. Silence. I walked through the house. Everything exactly in place, not abandoned, not disturbed, just empty. Mail piled inside the door slot, 3 weeks worth. Food in the refrigerator still good. Coffee cup on the kitchen table, still warm. And on the kitchen table beside the coffee cup, a notebook, open to the last written page. Walter's handwriting, 1 sentence, written over and over, filling the entire page. It is in the yard. Do not look at it. It will know your face. I called the police again. They searched the house, found nothing. Walter was reported as a missing person. He has not been found. I moved out that same week. Sarah and I are staying with her parents 60 miles away. We have not been back. But last night, at exactly 9 p.m., there was a knock at Sarah's parents' front door. 3 knocks, slow, even. Sarah's father answered it. No one there. But in the flower bed beside the front door, a single footprint, pressed deep into the soil, facing the door. Just one. Like whatever made it had been standing right at the threshold, and then simply was not anymore. I looked out the window into the dark yard, and in the center of the lawn, a silhouette, standing completely still, facing the house, facing me, pointing. If you ever look out your window and see your neighbors standing in their yard, completely still, for hours, do not go outside. Do not call to them. And do not, under any circumstances, let them see your face. Because whatever is standing in that yard, wearing your neighbor's shape, is not your neighbor. And once it knows your face, it follows. No matter where you go, no matter how far, it follows. Sleep well. And if stories like this keep you up at night, you are not alone. Subscribe for more horror stories. Every week, new story, new nightmare. See you in the dark.